Hello and welcome to the Petrified Forest National Park. As you can see, there's no forest going on here. It's just a bunch of dirt, but we will get to the forest later on.
Yeah, we're not really sure exactly what to expect from this national park other than some sort of forest, but from the photos online, it doesn't look like quite a forest like you would expect, so it should be pretty interesting. First stop, dirt. Next stop, hopefully an actual forest. This is a great place for you to come if you want to see a lot of expansiveness. See a lot of expansiveness, this is awesome for you because there's just a lot of things to see. You can just come up here, you just look out into the openness, the wilderness, the greatness, the amazingness, and just wow. Wow yourself, wow your whole family, wow everybody. Amazing.
There are these random ugly birds out here that are not scared of us.
All right, so the first thing we are doing while being here in the Petrified Forest, the first thing we're doing is going on a hike called Puerto Pueblo.
Puerto Pueblo.
She's trying to make fun of my Spanish. All right, it looks like this is the hike out here. Just this tiny little path, but here we're gonna go and see where it takes us. It's only 0.3 miles, so it'll take like 6 minutes. Here we go, down the hill. Scurry, scurry, scurry. Come with me, my lady. It's a gazelle. You know how women are supposedly always giving their husbands a hard time about directions? Well, guess where my woman took me? To the wrong place. What say ye?
I didn't know.
Guilty, guilty, guilty. We're really not sure where to go now.
I really wanted to go on a trail. I don't know where to go.
We came all the way back to the car right there and found the trail. It's actually paved, just like this. And the directions say, please stay on paved surface. So we are back onto the very paved trails of these national parks. But that's okay, it's still really nice out here. I keep seeing all of this landscape and the trains going and some of these big cliffs and things. I just think, man, this is probably where Lightning McQueen used to live. Back in the day, him and Mater driving around everywhere. What a historic moment, you know, back then, before the living cars went extinct.
Right, there's your history lesson, y'all.
So our hike has taken us into this building. We have all kinds of informational things. What say ye?
I love to read all of these things. Devin does not.
I like to read the interesting ones. Some of them are not that interesting. I wasn't aware there was a basket maker portion of history.
Yeah, it's when our brains became evolved enough to know how to make baskets. So to me, it's kind of a lot more lame when a lot of this stuff has been like rebuilt, like with concrete and stuff. I don't know.
She wasn't a fan of that building being totally rebuilt from the original one. Hence the doors and the windows and all that good stuff.
No, that's not the one that was rebuilt.
That was rebuilt?
No, that one wasn't well, that one was rebuilt from like the early 1900s. I'm fine with that. It's this stuff, like the actual ancient from like the 1300s, that they like took the sandstone that was just kind of scattered and like rebuilt it. I don't know, like how did they know how to rebuild it? Like I could come over here and say, oh, this used to be a house, and I could take all the little rocks that are scattered around here and build a little house and call it historical. I don't think that's what they did, but you know, it's just the thought of it.
So this national park is actually really interesting because it's super diverse with what there is. Like there's just all these cool different things. These big old rocks and stuff and just all kinds of things. And then there's this old bridge that people built and they used to stand on, but now people are not allowed to get on it.
So the log that you see that the concrete is built under is actually 217 million years old. It fell, it was quickly fossilized into quartz or crystallized into quartz. The water will wash it away, although I don't see any water that's gonna wash it, but the water may wash it away. That's why they built in 1917 the bridge of concrete underneath. So there used to be a big river right here. What happened was the tree fell right into the river, and because it was like put into the sediment so quickly, it fossilized and like whoosh, saved it forever like a time capsule.
So this spot is really, really cool that we're at. This is actually, I think, why partly it's called the National Petrified Forest. So if you look down there, there's these very tiny looking but very actually huge petrified logs. All out there, all of those little specks, which I'll have to zoom in on, are all forest. It's all part of the old forest that used to be there, and it's all just petrified wood.
So it's really cool because you can see like these chunks of logs. Also like right next to it, you can see little shards of like wood chips basically. And it just shows like, I don't know, it makes it feel more real. So look, if you look at it, like it looks like it should be a log, but like it's actually just stone. Like, so crazy.
So I'm becoming more and more impressed with this national park. Because when you see all of these really up close and they look like fallen trees, but then it's a rock, it's just really crazy to see that that's happened. I may have been giving this national park a hard time right when we got here because it just looked like dirt and desert. But this is really cool walking through and seeing all of these old boulders that used to be trees and are now rocks. And they just go and go and go and go, and it's just everywhere. All right, this one's crazy. Look at this one. It pretty much looks like somebody way a long time ago just took a saw and just chopped it, but now it's a rock and it's petrified, so it's really crazy. Come look at all these colors. Check out all these colors in here and everything. It's so cool. You can see all of the rings from the tree itself, but feel it, it's awesome. That's really cool. I would love to have one of those in my house.
I like this one because it really looks like a tree and it is super duper long. So the really neat thing is you've got these logs and stuff, but then if you come in here, they're like literally wood chips that are now stone. So this little information sheet right here just answered the question that we had. Who cut the wood? Actually, nobody cut it. It turns out with the settling of this heavy quartz, now rock, it causes breaks to happen within the log, which of course are gonna happen perpendicular to the log versus parallel because it's a shorter area to crack. So we're pretty sure that this is the log that they call Old Faithful. It's almost 10 feet across at the base of the trunk. It's so huge. Wow, 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 wow.
As you can see, it is just so windy all the time in national parks. I'm not sure why, but it's pretty nice.
I don't say it's pretty nice. My hair is a tangled mess.
It is so windy. It's just crazy. Windy.
So this was probably constructed around the year 1000, and it was a single family home. It was considered to be very large. There are several different rooms that you would enter from the ceiling so that the rooms were completely closed off, and there was a central gathering plaza right here where you would do all of your like daily cooking and cleaning and that kind of stuff. So definitely come check out Petrified Forest National Park. It is amazing. It's one of those parks that has over-delivered, and it's a great park to come see if you have just like a day or two to come see a park. You can pretty much see everything in one day.
So that's it. Make sure to comment, subscribe, and let me know where you want to see us go next.